Please welcome to the stage GAI Insights co-founders Paul Baier and John Sviokla.
All right, good morning, everybody. It's great to have you back. We just wanted to go over a few things from yesterday and some thoughts and give you an idea of what's happening today. So, in reflecting on yesterday, I really heard three things. One was that this stuff is real. When I say this stuff, I mean the application, implementation of Gen AI and AI. Yes, there will be some money lost. Some people will invest in the wrong things. Yes, there'll be projects not done. But there are organizations who are adopting, and you have to make sure you don't look at the averages, you look at who are the leaders. And these leaders are growing a capability which can take anywhere from 24, 36 months, and they're starting to learn faster. I'd like to get the RISE model up there again if we could. The most important thing that we'd like you to think about is, if we could have the slide up, please. Okay, good. Where are you in this journey? And, are you at the beginning where it's research and experimentation, or starting to do islands of innovation? That first part is really around education. That's why we as a company are very focused on news, research, and education. And the first part that we've seen successful is a top-down, bottom-up, that is senior management support and involvement, hands in the clay, as Paul says, and then the bottom-up capability, because this is not something you can simply describe. It's like swimming, it's like working out. You have to do it. You don't get fit by reading fitness books. And that's the first part. The second part is really about making it applicable for your business in area by area by area. We heard that from the private equity folks. We heard that from the venture capitalists. We heard that from Bill Fandrich and the folks at Quantum Gears. These are implemented things that are creating value. But then that gap in the middle, so the first part's really about education. That gap in the middle is about engineering. Okay? It's about how do I go across the sea? How do I get to this new land? And in order to do that, you have to engineer two things. One, true change management. How do I think about making my organization a different organization? Because as Shekar said at the beginning, the new sources of competitive advantage are going to be more about process and that incredible process improvement than simple barriers or ownership and kind of a Porter model, okay? And doing that engineering is the other part of the engineering the organizational change. The other part of the engineering is engineering the economics of silicon intelligence. We saw in the token explosion that Rizwan from Quantum Gears talked about, as they were at scale at Blue Cross Blue Shield. And the beautiful thing here is that that's really showing you the future. They have 115 agents. Everybody's talking about agents. These are implemented in a highly regulated, critical environment, interacting with over 500 applications. So if you want to know what that future token explosion looks like, you can look to Blue Cross Blue Shield as an example, and then you look at what they're doing in partnership with Quantum Gears, is they are engineering that so that that cost doesn't go wild if you're just buying it, as compared to just buying it from a Google or Anthropic or whatever. And the critical thing is, as you go to 3 and then 4, the E and the S and the E parts of this model, you do not want to be dependent on the cloud providers, because that would be like being a car company and having only one steel provider. You don't want to be hostage for your silicon intelligence to one or two very powerful providers. Okay, so we really think you ought to think about education on the front part, engineering on the second part, and think about where your organization is, where you want to go, and how fast you want to get there. All right, Paul?
Great day yesterday. If we can get the mics, I'd like to find 1 or 2 people to share what they learned, but before that, we have a highlight reel. If we can show that.
Thank you, Sarat.
We take learning seriously. We're doing a lot of Gen AI 101 and 201 education, so if that's of interest to you, please let us know. We have 3 instructors that have trained thousands. But curious, what's one thing someone really learned yesterday? We've got a couple microphones here. Who'd like to share? Yeah, one over there, please.
Great. Oh, thank you. I think the biggest thing for me was AI is a contact sport. This whole notion of not using theory and having, especially the higher levels within a company, kind of mandating down what people should do versus getting their hands dirty, even if it's just to learn how to use AI to be better leaders, not necessarily running the operations, but that it is a contact sport was just really spectacular.
That's great.
Well said.
Another one? Who else like to share? Toby? Yep.
Webster?
Who else after Toby is interested? Raise your hand.
I can do without Mike.
Yes.
Okay.
As optimistic as I am and have been about the possibilities in healthcare, I became even more optimistic listening to the stories and the experience from people in the hallway and in the sessions about what this technology can do for the broader ecosystem of healthcare. The big obstacle is the humans and the leadership structures, and I think you'll see that whole space bifurcate into the ones that get it and do it, and the others that are kind of, as you said, watching from the sidelines.
Yes, it's interesting, Dr. Halamka, and then I was talking to Dr. Ryan Vega, who's also here, the notion of how healthcare education is just going to shift from memorization to navigation, which is going to be an amazing shift.
Great. One last one.
Hi there. So 3 things actually. Number one, there are multiple ways of getting to where we need to go. Connections are so important, and conferences like this, for me personally, are such a great way of learning from everybody else. And I think we really need to learn from each other's mistakes, and of course from successes, but more so from mistakes as well. That's really what my key takeaways are.
Great. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.